Nimbus. The space gate to Dark World is charged up and now open. Welcome back, YouTube. It's your boy KDZ bringing you guys another market watch. And again, guys, the reason why we do these videos is because I have a huge passion for trading card games. I love talking about trading card games, and I want to continue to build a community that has that same love and passion for admiring all these gorgeous lore windows as I do. And with that, let's get into it. Yo, it's been a grip, man. The last time I pulled one of these out, it was the studio said it was March 2024. It's been 2 years since I did a market watch. 2 years. The amount of ridiculousness that has popped off, if I'm not mistaken, that was like right before RAO2. March 2024. It was right before RAO2. And I don't know, RAO2 was like, it was been highly anticipated, but that's the one that's fallen the flattest out of all of them. But since then, QCR galore, Starlight Rare galore, and core sets and side sets, and now overframe galore, which TCG player needs to fix because, in my opinion, overframe is a rarity. They shouldn't have. We're gonna start. We're gonna start with. We're gonna start with Rarity Collection 5. Man, talk about missed coverage. 2 years of missed coverage, not just in this game. Remember, this is 2 TCG. This is the world of trading card games. 2 years of missed coverage in this game, and Pokemon and Magic. Ridiculousness has popped off. If I'm not mistaken, what was it? Last year that we got? Yeah, last year we got Final Fantasy and Magic. Didn't cover that. Uh, got like Spider-Man and Magic and Ninja Turtles and Magic. Just a boatload of stuff. Hold on. Because, I mean, we could do a 24-hour live stream market watch just on the past 2 years, um, and still have more to go over. But I'm trying to lock in because it's been a grip. Remember, this is 2 TCG. This is the world. Yeah, so working with a new setup. You guys gonna have to tell me how the audio is. You know, good feedback always help the channel grow. But speaking of Rarity Collection 5, now we're gonna filter this price high to low. We're gonna do it like that. 700 results is ridiculous. And then look at these. They got them. They got them listed as Starlight rares, but these are overframe Starlight rares. They're not even just overframes. That's a whole nother rarity in and in itself. A Starlight rare, then a Starlight rare overframe, an overframe, a ultra rare overframe, and then a Starlight rare overframe. Like those is all different rarities. Had to take the smoothest bathroom break. But anyways, yeah, TCG deploy needs to fix that. Like I said, um, the overframe is a new rarity. The ultra rare overframe, the starlight rare overframe, new rarities. Um, I would like to do estimated base price on Rarity Collection 5 right now. I'd have to go back and do some research. Uh, if any of you guys know, definitely drop it in the chat. You know what the pull rates are on a overframe or a Starlight Rare overframe or a Starlight Rare in Rarity Collection 5. I mean, this Rarity Collection though, so you normally get like 3 Starlight Rares a box or something crazy. So, I mean, like, oh, look at that. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon then overtook Mirror Jade. I mean, I'm not really surprised. Like, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon got way more staying power than Mirror Jade. Like, Mirror Jade is a new fan favorite archetype. It's been viable in the meta for a long time, but Red Eyes Dark Dragoon is connected to the one and only Yugi Moto. You know what I'm saying? He's connected to Dark Magician. He's connected to Joey Wheeler, to Red Eyes Black Dragon. Like, that should easily be the top card in here. And then after that, it's probably going to be Super Poly, more than likely. Like, market price got it at 221, 5 listings from 384.99. So it is what it is. It's coming. It's coming for that top slot. And just because it's so viable of a meta card, you need 3 of them, and it's extremely hard to get. I mean, you, one Mirror Jade you can get away with, you know what I'm saying? 2, but you don't need 3 like Super Poly. So don't know what the pull rates are on these Starlight Rares, but if I'm not mistaken, like Shooting Quasar, number 99 Utopia Dragon, or Overframe Starlight Rare, $65. That's a steal. And then you got this ultra rare Red Eyes Dark Dragoon Overframe. Ultra rare Red Eyes Dark Dragoon Overframe. It looks absolutely gorgeous at $80. I mean, then you got a Starlight Rare out as a Cray Dragon down here at $60. I mean, it's only what, $5 cheaper than the Utopia Dragon, but still it's a Starlight Rare that's cheaper than a Starlight Rare Overframe that's cheaper than an Ultra Rare Overframe, and so is the freaking Firewall Dragon Singularity. This Super Poly I think is a steal, honestly. Like, if I'm not mistaken, it's rivaling that of the price of like a QCSR and stuff. Like, now granted, when you look at how hard to pull the Starlight Rare is, the QCSR is, there's an argument to be had about them being higher rarity than the ultra rare overframe here. But if you got a chance to get the overframe, I mean, I think it's overframe or bust in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like we're going to be waiting a while for them to really hit their stride with dropping overframes. But like how Magic has like so many extended arts to the point to where you got 50 cent extended arts, I feel like there's going to be a point where we're going to get 50 cent overframes. And we're not there yet. But that time is coming. But when that time does come, that's when it's going to be like your deck is going to be overframe or bust. It's like, it's just not going to match unless it is. So it's like a lot of high rarity cards. Unless it's like a overframe high rarity, I don't really think there's a point in it. Like some of them are cool looking, like the Starlight Rares. Now we're about to get a little bit more up to date. We're gonna look at, I think it was, yeah, Glorious Gallery. This was the most recent one with Starlight Rares. This one we do got estimated base price on. Courtesy of MCO, I think he made a video. I think he said it was like 85 cases or something like that. Something where it was around like 20,000 packs. Um, let's see if we can. Let's do like 20,000 divided by 24. 833 boxes, and then you divide that by 12, 69 cases. So yeah, it was something like 85 cases, and that was like around like a smooth, you know what I'm saying, 24,000 packs or something like that. Now that is an exceptional pool to grab statistics from. And what that showed was ultra rare overframes and starlight rares were 3 per case, so one in every 4 boxes. And then the starlight rare overframe was like one in every 4 cases, so like one in every um one in every 4 cases, but it got deeper than that. It was like one in every 4 cases, and one in every 48 boxes, something like that. So if we were to do the math, we're going to take a box now. It's $80. 80 times 48 is 3,840. So that's 4 cases. That's how much it would cost to pull one Starlight Rare overframe. Is that accurate? 80 times $80 times 48 boxes. Yes, 3,840. Yeah, that's correct. So estimated base price of a Starlight Rare, overframe Starlight Rare coming out of Battles Legend Glorious Gallery is just that 3,840. And as you can see, with that being the estimated base price, all of these are on deal mode. But Dragon Master Magia being like 33.3, a little bit under 30, about 30% of that, he slots right in at the 1260. It seems like it's crazy, but when you look at the EBP, that's a deal. That's actually a deal. If you had to pull the card, and then you go even deeper, then you got $500 Dominance Impulses, $500 Chaos Angels, but then it gets even crazier because now you're looking at $140 Chimera Text, which is even cheaper than that, and then $118 Spirit Charmers, which makes sense because there shouldn't be, because the ultra rare overframe is every 4 boxes. What is that? 80 times 4 is $320. That's the EBP for an overframe over rare. 320. Dragon Master Magia is what, about 30% of that. But yeah, Dragon Master Magia being about 30% of the EVP for an ultra rare coming out of the, you know, the Battles of Legend Glorious Gallery, it still shouldn't be more than a Starlight Rare overframe. Because we just went over the numbers, like 3,800 and something dollars. Come on now. Come on now. It shouldn't even be close. Like the cheapest Starlight Rare overframe shouldn't be below 200, to be honest. Like the Spirit Charmers, that's exactly why I got bought out how it is. Because it's too low. Supreme Kings are, that's exactly why I got bought out how it was, because it was too low. It was under $100. That's unbelievable. Not only was it under $100, it was cheaper than Starlight Rares in here, which are significantly easier to pull. This Dominus Impulse is actually not a bad price when you look at the EVP, and then when you look at its use in the meta and its demand, 3 a deck, like that's a powerful card for really cheap. And then we get into the Starlight Rares. The thing about the Starlight Rares, the interesting conundrum that we have here between the Starlight Rares and then the Ultra Rare Overframes is that both of them are 3 per case. Both of them are 3 per case. Yeah, both of them are 3 per case, one every 4 boxes. But there's 20 Starlight Rares and there's 10 Ultra Rare Overframes. Ultra frames. Oh, there we go. There's 10 ultra rare overframes. So because of that, it would take double the number of boxes to pull all of the Starlight Rares individually as it would the ultra rare overframes, because there's 20 more of them. So because of that, the Starlight Rares are technically twice as rare as the ultra rare overframes in the set, because there's 10 more. And like I said, we were just talking about like overframe being a higher rarity than like Starlight Rare and things of that nature. But when you start getting into the weeds like that, technically in this particular set, the Starlight Rares are twice as rare as the ultra rare overframes. And if Konami wants to make that a staple, then Starlight Rares would hold a higher rarity than ultra rare overframes. And that'd be what it is. However, so like the majority of the Starlight Rares, they should be more than these ultra rare overframes, because were the ultra rare overframes, what was it, $320? Well, no, if you're talking about, yeah, let's go back up real quick and go back over to Dragon Master Magia, the Starlight Rare, because I don't think we got into the weeds in terms of the specific pool, because there's 2 angles that you have to go from it. There's 10 Starlight Rare overframes. To pull 1 Starlight Rare overframe, it's going to run you 48 boxes, $3,800 something dollars. To guarantee that you get a specific one, you would need to open up 48 boxes times 10. So that's 480 boxes. That's to guarantee you get a specific one. It's 480 boxes. And you know what I'm saying? You do those numbers, 480 times what, 80? Like what are we talking about? 480 times 80, 38,400 is what it would run you to guarantee to pull like a Magia or something like that. So now, you see what I'm saying? Like we're talking astronomical numbers. So then when you see 1,260, when you look at comparison of what it costs to actually guarantee you get it, that's nothing to guarantee you get it. Now, yes, it's like in this economy, Um, $1,260 can get you quite a bit, but I mean, getting this card, it pretty much hold that liquidity. It will hold at a $1,000 card, which is not bad for something with that majesty. Now, moving on to the Starlight Rares and the Ultra Rare Overframes. To guarantee that you pull any one of these, let's start with the Ultra Rare Overframes. You're looking at, what was it, one in every 4 boxes? So 10 times, I'm pretty sure I'm doing this math correctly. One in every 4 boxes. So to guarantee that you get a specific one, it would be 4 times 10. It would be 40 boxes. So what is 40? What do we did? We just do what we did, 48 boxes. So 40 is probably going to be what, like around $3,000. So then like 10% of the 3,000 is, I mean, shit, we could do the math right here. We got the calculator right here. Let's go ahead and do it. What was the math? It was 40 times 80. Yeah, $3,200. So 10% of that is $320. This is for the ultra rare overframes. 10% of the guaranteed price to pull any specific one is 320, and 320 is the price of what it costs to guarantee one, or what it should be to guarantee one. And then just when you look at that, these ultra rare overframes are well under $320. So they're all in deal mode. Chaos Angel sitting right here at 62. You keep going down. Let's see. Well, let's go back up a little bit. Dominance and Impulse sitting here at 85. Dominance and Impulse is a way better pick than Chaos Angel, considering like Chaos Angel is a 1 of. It's used in light and dark decks, and Dominance and Impulse is a 3 of, and it's used in a plethora of other decks. The demand is significantly higher. It's at $85. 10% of the EBP is 320. The EBP is 3,200, and we talking about getting a play set for less than the price of what it costs to pull one. We talking about getting a play set for less than the price of what it would cost to pull one of any of them. That's a deal on the Dominance and Impulse Ultra Rare Overframe. The only thing is if you wanted to go hard or go home, we already talked about the EVP for the Starlight Rare Overframe, which was just like astronomical. It's 38,000. 10% of that is 3,800. You can get a playset. You can get 2 playsets for the price of what it would cost to pull one. So there you go with Dominance and Impulse, and it's like what is that? $3,000. Yeah, not too many people have $3,000 just throw around like that. Not only that, but I mean, like I said, the liquidity would be there unless they hit Dominance and Impulse on the ban list. The liquidity would be there. That's max rarity. Unless like the only other thing they could do after that is go hit us over the head with a Grandmaster Rare. That's the only other thing they could do over that, because the serialized would technically be max rarity, because there's going to be a limited number of those printed in existence. Even if it wasn't overframe, if it was a super rare, it would be max rarity because there'd be a limited number of them printed in the wild. So, yeah, the Grandmaster Rare is going to take the top slot, but not too many cards, I believe, are going to get the Grandmaster Rare treatment. Like that's a special treatment. However, just that right there, I don't even know how far we're in on the market watch. Hold on, we like 20 minutes in on the market watch, and we didn't even get past the first page of like glorious uh, blah 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 blubbity 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 blah glorious gallery. um, but hold on, let me continue on. That was the ultra overframes. Now let's go over to the starlight rares. Like I said, starlight rares are double the ultra overframes because it's 20 of them instead of 10. So yes, to guarantee you pull any one, it's going to be $320. But to guarantee that you pull a specific one, instead of it being 10 times 320, it's going to be 20 times 320. What we got when we did 10 was the 3,200. So if you double that, 6,400. So 10% of that is $640. There's no Starlight Rare that's even coming close to those numbers. Um, yeah, 10% of that is $640. But again, if you have that 640, you get 320, which is the price of what it will cost to guarantee that you're supposed to get one Starlight Rare pulled. And none of them are even close to $320. Like the closest one is the homie at the top, which is the hero monster. It's about 110 bucks. You can get a play set of him for the price of what it would cost to pull one. Now, granted, this set did just come out, and this is the best time to buy cards from this set because this is the time when the competition is at its height, is at its peak, when everybody just got the cards and everybody's trying to make sales on them. So the competition at its peak, this is the best time to buy these cards. A year from now, these shits is not going to look like this. These Starlight Rares, these Ultra Rare Overframes, these Starlight Rare Overframes, they're going to be all over the fucking place. To be honest, Magia might be like a $2,000 card a year from now. Easy, easy. A $2,000 card, unless they hit us over with a Grandmaster Rare from Magia. He's $2,000. It was interesting because of like how hard he was to get initially. It was not a card that you were just gonna like see anybody have like at locals or anything. So it wasn't something that like I calculated in seeing when playing the game. Like for some reason to me it felt like a novelty card, like one of those ones that are just not used. But then I was playing Master Duel earlier, and somebody, a Blue Eyes player, whipped it out on me, and I was like, "Oh, this thing is for real!" Like the truest of the true Omni negates. Like this thing is for real. And it wasn't really like the Omni negate power that was like the issue. It was the fact that that shit had 5,000 attack points. Like I was looking at my board and my deck, and I'm like, how in the world am I getting over this? Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not playing Crystal Wing, so what am I doing to get over this? But he's far more affordable now. Like, there's like 20 and 30, $40 copies because of Rarity Collection 5, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, we're about to open up another window. Was that was that what it was in? Rarity Collection 5? No, this Red Eye Arctic Gun. What was it in? Was it Rarity Collection 4? What's a let me just type in Magia. Glorious Gallery, Terminal Revenge, 3 listings for the quarter century secret rare. Glorious Gallery again. Yep, it was already 04. So, okay, no, there's no $20, $30 copies. I was wrong about that. This is the cheapest copy at $60. It's crazy how there's complete parity across the board. The Collector's Rare, the Platinum Secret, and the Prismatic Ultimate are all $60. Like they're all the same rarity when they're not. They're not all the same rate of pool. So for them all to be $60 is kind of hilarious. Yeah, looking at this, the ultra rare overframe, I believe is definitely the way to go. Um, the QCSR is a cool card, but if you're going to be paying that much, you might as well go ahead and double that and just get the Starlight Rare overframe. We just went over the numbers in that in terms of how hard it was to pull. I think the what is it? Yeah, because it's how many Starlight Rares is in this set? I mean, QCSRs is 25. Okay, so it's 25 QCSRs. That's rough. That is a rough pull rate. If the QCSRs, if they're 3 per case or 4 per case, I'm not sure. If they're 4 per case, then you're looking at one or no. If they're 4 per case, one in every 3 boxes. If they're 3 per case, one in every 4 boxes. 3 boxes right now is going to run you 450. 4 boxes will run you 600. Okay, and essentially, like that's where the EBPs are for Sky Striker, Ace Ray, and Dragon Master Magia. 350 to 4. No. What did I say? 450 to 600. That's where they're at. Ray's at 450. Magia's at 600. I'm not for sure if it's 3 or 4 per case, though. I'd have to go back and do some research. Other than that, Brand Diffusion at 245, that's on deal mode. Lubellion at 235, that's on deal mode. You're getting 2 for the price of 1, or almost a play set. Same thing for Rose, the alternate art. And then they just get even significantly cheaper. Orcus Parkour being 100 plus is crazy. Uh, excuse me. Yeah, so that's what you're looking at there. But then the thing is that when you start talking about getting into a specific one, because it's 25 of them, it's like 450 or 600 times 25. Like that's a incredible amount. That is an incredible amount. And then whatever 10% of that is, like, no, it's definitely not worth it to try to go hunting for this in a box. No, because you could just think about all the other stuff that you can get. We're looking at like the high end, and we're saying it's on deal mode right now, but it's kind of similar to like Pokemon right now. Like if we slide over here real quick, let's look at we could look at Cash Rising. I believe this is the one with this is the one with Greninja. No thanks on the survey. Um, you got the ultra rares, the illustration rares, the special illustration rares. They did an article on this set on TCG Player talking about the pull rates for like quite a few of the last few sets, but particularly for this one, if I'm not mistaken, it was like an ultra rare is like one in every 12 packs, an illustration rare is like one in every 9 packs, um, and then it's like to get the specific ultra rare because it's 18 of them. You know what I'm saying? You do that 18 times 12. You know, that is one in every to guarantee to get the specific ultra rare. And then when you're looking at those numbers, it's like, and then the price of Pokemon packs in general, it's like all of these are on deal mode and a similar, but what did I say? One in every 12 packs. So you're looking at, if a pack is about $8, 80, about $96 for ultra rare on average, and then you're talking about getting a specific one, and then it's like 18 times. You know what I'm saying? 96. You start getting up into the thousands, and then you come and you look at them, and then it's 512 listings for special red card, from 695 with a market price of 817, and then that's just the item card that come in and out of rotation. It's not the main course, which is full art trainers, particularly gym leaders and elite four members, cards that go across formats like energy retrieval, 331 listings from 290, market price 302. Come on now. And the Pokemon themselves, Cobalion EX, Gorgeist EX, with texture on the card in full art. One in every 12 packs, $96 to guarantee to pull one. Looking at $2 a card. Come on, man. As Perfect Cell would say, incredible. But yeah, like, same thing happening over here. You know what I'm saying? In Yu-Gi-Oh, just on the high end, with like the Starlight rares and things of that nature. It's some similar numbers with like some of the special illustration rares and whatnot. Um, they just kill me with some of those. Like, there's so much going on in those pictures. Like, you kind of lose the Pokemon on those special illustration rares, and I dislike that. I'm not a fan of that in the slightest. However, um, it's been crazy. Like always, send me your energy so we can get that space gate charged up for another one. And with that, we're gonna be getting up out of here. Nimbus, are we in there? Are we in there? Yeah, we in there.